You know exactly how long it takes for your stomach to drop when certain family members call. It usually starts before you answer the phone. A subtle shift in your tone, a shrinking of your posture as you see their name on the screen. In that split second, you regress to a version of yourself you thought you left behind a decade ago. You are bleeding emotional energy into a relationship that no longer serves who you are becoming today. These interactions persist because they aren't about how you speak to each other. They are built into the architecture of the family itself, a set of invisible structural failures. The exhaustion you feel after these encounters is the direct result of attempting to survive inside an obsolete system. You are reading from a script you never wrote. Most of us inhabit a relational structure we did not actively design. We navigate our lives trapped by roles and patterns that were established long before we had the agency to choose them. Maintaining these patterns requires you to contort a fully formed adult identity into a restrictive, child-sized mold. The emotional cost of holding that shape is why you might spend days recovering from a simple dinner. It is the weight of pretending a static structure can still hold a dynamic person. This pain is mechanical friction. It is the clash between who you are today and who your family system still needs you to be. Early family systems require specific components to maintain structural stability. They need a mediator, achiever, quiet one, or a chaotic distraction to keep the central unit balanced. As a child, you simply filled the available space, adapting to the systemic necessity of the house. By filling that void, you unknowingly signed an invisible contract. This unspoken agreement bound you to a specific functional role that the rest of the family relied on. Your childhood survival depended on fulfilling the terms of a contract for a job you never applied for. Consider a house built in the 1980s. The wiring was designed for a few lamps and a television, but today you are trying to plug heavy machinery and a server rack into that old grid. The system was never built to handle the load of the adult you have become. The fuses keep blowing because the foundation is static, while your identity is dynamic. We stay trapped in this broken circuit because we mistake loyalty for compliance. We act as if love requires us to remain exactly as they remember us. This turns a living relationship into a transaction with a ghost. When an electrical system fails this consistently, you don't just keep resetting the breaker. You perform a clinical audit of every component to find where the energy is leaking. Redesigning your inner circle requires the same rigorous assessment. The first tier is role resignation. You acknowledge the job you are quitting. In real life, this looks like saying, "I know I usually fix things when you two argue, but I am going to step back and let you handle it." The second tier is scope reduction. You define how much access someone has to your energy before the wires overheat. This means deciding in advance that you will only stay at a family gathering for 2 hours and driving your own car so you can leave. The final tier is the neutral return. You stop defending your boundaries and start observing them. If a parent criticizes your career, instead of a 10-minute defense, you simply say, "I am happy with my decisions," and change the subject. These actions dismantle the outdated contract. You are updating the wiring of the relationship without waiting for the system's permission. It is normal to feel a sense of guilt when you first start this. You are restricting access to your life that your family has relied on for decades. They will likely push back. You are revoking their ability to operate the old system, and that change is destabilizing for them. They might tell you that you have changed. When they do, there is no need to argue. You can simply let them be right. Setting these standards is the only way to save a relationship from resentment. These boundaries are not walls to keep them out. They are the doors you install so you can choose when to walk in.